Do boop boop. Boop 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 boop. Boom 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 boom. What's going on? MacWorld live daily. YouTube. You know the routine, man. Y'all better not let me say no cuss words in these first minutes either. I'm gonna be mad. I'm finna start just taking it out on the fans, like taking it out on my supporters, like you know. It worked for Kanye. No, I'm just playing. How y'all doing on this? What is it? Thursday? What's Thursday? What going on Thursdays? Uh, what is it Thursday? Tacos Tuesday. Wednesday is ladies' night, right? So what is Thursday? I don't know what go on Thursday. I know back when I was in college, we would call it Thirsty Thursday because it was the last day of the week. Nobody really had classes on Friday unless you were a failure, you know. But nah, I'm just talking crazy. I was gonna say I caught myself. I was gonna say I was talking mess with an S, but I'm not gonna swear. I'm not gonna do it. I'm keeping nice, clean for y'all, and till we get into these 2 minutes, cause I definitely got some stuff I want to cuss about. Um, disgusting. Brett Favre, come on, man. Brett Favre is a mark. And Mark ain't no swear word, YouTube. But Brett Favre, yeah. Okay, yeah. So, we 2 minutes in. What the hell going on with y'all, man? We got some shit to talk about, and we're gonna get to it.
Hell the fuck no.
Shit. Wait till y'all see what this dude been doing, man. Y'all's hero, y'all Green Bay hero, Brett Favre. I always liked Aaron Rodgers better anyway, shit. Brett Favre. He got caught up in something before too, like sending some photos or something to like some underage girls or something like that. So Brett Favre did, so we wasn't rocking with him anyway. You know what I mean? He was already on the iffy list, on the iffy pervert list. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking at this new Street Fighter. I wonder, the new Street Fighter looks slick, but it looked like they trying to do an NBA Live type of thing. Come on, YouTube, what y'all doing? Why y'all be doing me like this, dude? I promise y'all are. Y'all gotta bear with me for a second. Nah, this BS work. Um, nah, but it looks slick though. Y'all know I stream some of my games and all that, like my PS5 games and all that type of stuff. So I was looking at the new Street Fighter. I'm a big fan of like fighting games and all that. You know, it go way back to getting whooped off the stick. And definitely we like to do that. Shout out to Mac Buddy Gaming. Um I need to collab with him on something because that's my homeboy. We go way back, and he good with the game, and he got a nice little gaming channel over there. Y'all probably want to check it out. What up too? My mama calling. Hold on, let me see what she calling about. Hello. All right, I ask him. Okay, bye. Yeah, man. Mom's, ooh, mom's know she know how to get to it, boy. Lay your head on my pillow. What is all this bullshit they showing me, dude? Damn. I promise they make it so hard. Like, why y'all do this shit? I swear. Nah, Hell no. They just make it like where you trying to when you trying to find your shit on YouTube, it's like they be
Come on, man. Knock that shit out, man.
making it all difficult. Yeah, I made it 2 minutes without cussing today. I ain't said shit. For real. I made it. I made it today. Man, I ain't said shit wrong. Yeah, what's going on? Y'all know my sometimes unofficial co-host Kia. Day to day K. I don't know how that shit go, man. All right, we got it twerking now. We got everything flowing and going, you know. So now we can get down to the business. Yeah, what's going on, people? Thursday. What's going on Thursday? What happens on Thursday? Like as far as I know, Taco Tuesday. Ladies night is Thursday? I thought ladies night was Wednesday though. I don't know. Oh yeah.
Tuesday.
Just whatever, whenever, huh? They gonna come up. They gonna come up with a way to sell that liquor shit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna figure that shit out later. We gonna figure out what to call it. Just show up to this motherfucker and get something. You know what I'm saying? You said it's what, Wing Wednesday? Oh, okay. Wing Wednesday. Nah, that don't make no damn sense. Wing Wednesday. Do that make sense? Do that make sense to y'all? Wing Wednesday. That don't make no damn sense. Okay, let's go with food. Yeah, yeah. Let's go MacWorld. Let's get into it. MacWorld 916. Talking about Brett Favre, the welfare queen. Goddamn, dog ass sat up. For those of y'all that don't know who Brett Favre is, he was the former prestigious quarterback hero. He was the hero. He was a Green Bay legend. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Packers, man. You know, he traded on us. He went to some of our arch rivals, the Minnesota Vikings. So shout out to the Packers, man. When it was all over, he wasn't no Packer, no way. You know what I mean? When he started doing this welfare queen shit, he was in Minnesota already, or he had already left to Minnesota. So we ain't taking no responsibility for Brett Favre. You know what I'm saying? If he was here, you know, we would have kept him all lined up. We would have kept him in line. We would have kept him solid. But he went to Minnesota, and I don't know what y'all did to him, man. Psych. Dog, just a fucking con artist and shit. That's all he is. We gonna talk about it. Look, I'm gonna let y'all see. Y'all ready for this? You know how we do. Let's check out what they talking about with Brett Favre. Nigga's a con artist. He a scammer, he a welfare queen. And so let me say this before I even get to the clip, right? I like this lady right here too off MSNBC. Hold up, I don't like that. I don't like that picture of her face right there, looking like that. Let me see it. Oh no, she just making a face. But nah, she good. She a good pundit or whatever you want to call her. I enjoy when she be grilling people, right? But nah. So before I even go into the clip, let me say this joint right here. A lot of people, you know, a lot of racists, you know, I call them Kraggas, you know, and I call them Kraggas because they salty, you know what I'm saying? So, yo, Kragga, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot of Kraggas, they be salty, they be, you know, they act like they got problems with a lot of things as far as if they see it as helping somebody that's underclass because they associate that automatically with minorities, right? So one of the things you always hear them talking about is welfare, welfare this, welfare that. I remember back in the days, it was like, oh, they used to talk about some welfare queens, talking about some motherfuckers collecting welfare. And I guess what, living like the queen and shit, the billionaire queen, you know what I'm saying? On some fucking, and this was back with books of food stamps that was like paper. They was talking about some welfare queens and shit. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. The thing about it is they act like they got this problem, but here you got somebody like Brett Favre who is a millionaire, multi-millionaire, and he committing welfare fraud. Now y'all don't got no problem with fucking welfare. You would think with all the fire and brimstone about welfare that seeing some shit like this would really piss him off. Dude defrauding like millions of dollars, which we gonna get into in a second. But also, it ain't just like that with the welfare, though. It's like that with everything. They'll say some shit about, like, oh, we trying to protect children and talking about pedophiles and all this and that. But let them find out somebody that they know. Or if you direct them to, like, I tell you something weird, right? Like on some internet savvy shit for a lot of people that don't know. It's a conspiracy theory called QAnon, right? And a lot of it started in this site called 4chan, and another site, and the Chan site is like just an anonymous channel where you could, it's like Reddit almost, where you could anonymously post shit. So it's kind of unedited, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of those conspiracy theories started on this site called 4chan, and 4chan started to kind of get regulated a little bit, as it should. So a lot of people moved to the other site called 8chan, right? But these channels in particular are ripe with all these people that say, oh, they like dark humor and all that. So they joking about pedophilia. You got people talking about pedophilia. So like basically that's all it devolved into. When you can't with these people with these folks, man, like that. How can I put it? That they're savvy with the internet. They have time, they have money, and when they can say what they want to anonymous, it's all pedophilia, racism. You know what I'm saying? It's all like when they can say what they want, it's all hatred. It's all I hate everybody. It's all, you know what I mean? Like that's what when they can speak anonymously, when it's not up for scrutiny, when they can hide their face, when they can put, you know what I'm saying, a virtual hood, if you will. You know what I'm saying? On, you know. Then they say these type of things, right? And so on a lot of these sites, you got the pedophiles right on there with the people making up the conspiracy theories about who else is pedophiles that they just don't like. I don't like Hillary Clinton. Oh, she a pedophile, right? I don't like so-and-so, whoever you don't like. Oh, Tom Hanks. They say, oh, the Hollywood elites, oh, they all this, they all that. Bro, you're on the site with the pedophiles right there. Click over a couple pages and go after them people. Like, you're right there. You can report some of that shit. You could really, if y'all really wanted to do something, with anything, it start at home. You know what I'm saying? It's like with these people, and I'm gonna go to another one. They say they hate crime. You know what I'm saying? Oh, crime this, crime that. But when Donald Trump committing crimes, damn near being a spy, stealing documents, man, dude could do some shit that'll get us all blowed up. He could do some shit that could get our power grid fucked up by terrorists, our water supply poisoned, shit like that. Just fuck up our whole standing with the world, right? They still worried about sagging pants. They still worried about who stole what Peter over here in the hood took from Paul in the hood. You know what I'm saying? See, I got the crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but when they want a job, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you don't want to give them no job. Oh, I'm going to get on Tyler Perry's ass, too, about something he said. If y'all, some people might have already seen what he said, but if y'all ain't see that shit, I'm going to get on his ass, speaking of like giving black people jobs and, you know, gatekeeping and all that, because that's basically what folks want to do, right? So these same people, they hate welfare unless it's some of they people committing welfare fraud. Because whenever you see a large-scale welfare fraud, I'm going to tell you like this. It ain't ever no black people, you know, for us to be looked at as the ones that's, oh, you on welfare. And man, look. Right, whenever you see whenever you see a large scale like what Brett Favre did, it ain't never no black folks. You know what I'm saying? I remember one welfare fraud that they did. It was like 20 people involved in it. And they took like millions though. And man, I doubt them folks got a slap on the wrist though, man. Cause they looking for criminals. They looking for criminals that got this song right here. You know what I'm saying? They black suit. They looking for criminals. They looking for criminals that look like the new Little Mermaid. You know what I'm saying? Type shit, you know what I'm saying? But let's get into Brett Favre though. Oh, scamming ass, welfare queen ass. Let's go.
The last thing before we go tonight, the fleecing of America. New text messages shed more light on the NFL Hall of Famer Brett Favre's role in the Mississippi welfare scandal. Our colleague Ken Delanian has more tonight.
Tonight, a new twist in the growing investigation into the misuse of government welfare funds in Mississippi, showing NFL Hall of Famer Brett Favre and the state's former governor might have been more deeply involved than first known. Text messages included in newly released court documents show Favre asked then-Governor Phil Bryant for help securing state money for a college volleyball facility where Favre's daughter played the sport, and Bryant sent him to the state welfare agency. Favre.
So the institutions that they hate when they helping people that don't look like them, they play with this money. They be sitting up playing with this shit. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a millionaire who want to do some bullshit for his daughter that he could do with his own punk ass money. But they tell him a dude who is a government, he's like what they say he was a senator or some shit like that. I don't know what they said. He was a government official, directed him to go get some welfare funds and shit. Come on, man. So we can't call these motherfuckers thugs, right? Because they pants ain't sagging, I guess, right? So what do you call these motherfuckers, right? They just demons, man. These the real, oh yeah, it's white collar crime or whatever. Man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Motherfuckers, this the thugging on the highest level. This organized crime down here. No, I tell you when it get to being some thuggery, when I do that shit. If I did that shit, it wouldn't be white collar crime. No, that shit would be ghetto thuggery, stealing welfare money. That shit wouldn't be no white collar criminals and all that shit. Hell no. And they'll have my ass on the chopping block. Now, while I'm telling y'all about this, let's see what actually happened to Brett Favre. I bet y'all don't jack shit happened to him.
Hell the fuck no.
Favre soon began texting with a nonprofit executive named Nancy New, who was doling out millions in federal funds sent to Mississippi for families in poverty. New has since pleaded guilty to fraud and is cooperating with prosecutors. After New was able to secure $4 million in welfare funds for the volleyball project, Favre texted, "Very big deal and can't thank you enough." 2 years later, Favre asked for more money. "Just left Brett Favre," Bryant texted New in 2019. "Can we help him with his project?" Text messages show New proposed paying Favre $1.1 million for radio ads. But the text show Favre was worried about how it might look. He wrote, "If you were to pay me, is there any way the media can find out where it came from and how much?"
Just so y'all know, Brett Favre via hard, he one of Trump buddies too. Like, that's all they worry about is the media, because this the thing, right? Because it's some, you know what blackmail is, right? So blackmail is like, I know the truth, right? And if you pay me, I won't tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? If you don't pay me, I'm going to tell the truth. But it's something that I call white mail and shit, right? And what I call that shit is like, basically, I'm in a position of power. So if you don't pay me, I'm going to lie. Fuck the truth. You know the truth. I know the truth, but I got the fucking power. Pay me or I'm going to fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, a lot of what they worried about is just what people gonna see. They not worried about what they do wrong. Even with Donald Trump, all he do is have a bunch of people around him sign NDA agreements. He not worried about the fact that he came in the office, him and Jeffrey Epstein being accused of raping a 13-year-old girl. He not worried about that. He said out his own mouth, and I quote, "I could shoot somebody in the middle of Manhattan and my followers wouldn't do nothing. My supporters wouldn't stop following me." That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Jesus said that thing like that about how he could shoot somebody and his disciples would still follow him? Remember that? You don't remember that, everybody? Man, you don't remember that?
What?
That was the King James lit version. I was talking shit. Nah, but these folks is the worst, man. And the thing about it is this: everybody got to be held accountable. Don't be over here beating yourself over the damn head talking about, "See, we got to do better." When these motherfuckers be taking millions, they the reason you got to go steal and do shit to survive. You know what I'm saying? Because the money that would have went to your black ass for welfare, if you needed it, you know what I'm saying? Because all of us don't need that shit. So I ain't even going to say that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If you look up who get the most of it anyway, you will be surprised. You know what I'm saying?
Hell the fuck no.
You'll be like,
Hell the fuck no.
you know what I'm saying? If you see that shit, it's like, damn, I ain't even going, you know, I'm going to let you look that up for yourself, who get the most welfare in America and shit like that, right? But either way it go, though, man, don't be whooping yourself, beating yourself over the head when the motherfuckers that put you in the position you in and ain't left you shit but the streets and is begging you to embrace that shit. You know what I'm saying? Is bigger thieves than you could ever be. You don't even know how to play the game to steal like they do. You know what I mean? Like, shit crazy, man. Let's go.
New replied no, but added, "I understand you being uneasy about that. It's all part of a broader welfare spending scandal that has led to an FBI investigation, though there is no indication Favre is under law enforcement scrutiny. He paid back the $1.1 million. Brad Pygott was hired by the state welfare agency to claw back $77 million that was misspent. But when Pygott demanded answers on the volleyball building, he was fired. The state agency says they weren't on the same page. We asked him tonight about the new text.
Mr. Favre.
Basically, shit, I'm not gonna go a little bit further. I'm not gonna go too much further into that for copyright purposes. You know what I'm saying? But cause YouTube be tripping, man. Y'all know y'all be tripping, boy. I swear to God, YouTube be on fuck shit. But so Brett Favre ass stealing welfare money to get a gym for his daughter. I mean, it kind of remind me of the thing. Do y'all remember what was her name from Full House? I want to say it was like, it wasn't Felicity Huffman, was it? That wasn't her name. The chick from, no, not Stephanie Tanner. She was Uncle Jesse fucking wife, man. She got caught up. It was a college admission scandal where they was getting their kids into some fancy ass college with like some kickbacks and some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It remind me of that shit. And it was like major though. I know the way I'm explaining it is like, oh, it's just some kickbacks and trying to get some kids into college. But no, they was stealing, lying, cheating, jumping the line, all that shit. It was some thugged out shit. You know what I'm saying? But they gave her ass a slap on the wrist. I think they gave her like 4 months of like probation or something with like time served on house arrest or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what they do to Brett Favre. They might even give him a trophy for this shit. Or you might just hop on there because he was like, is it any way that the media can find out about it? So you know what the next thing that come out of his mouth is gonna be, because this the major scandal right now that they talking about. Like, see, look, when I go to my Lori Loughlin, that was her name. Good looking kid. So look, when I take my thing away, if you look on the side, you see this from 17 hours ago on MSNBC. Brett Favre welfare fund scandal. Like, man, these motherfuckers. Everybody, America is fucked up right now. They try to make it seem like it's crime and all that shit. No, it's because we got corrupt leadership, man. We got so many crooks and shit at the top. Ain't nothing getting to the bottom. I pay so much fucking taxes and shit, and it's like, if you rich, you don't even gotta pay no fucking taxes. You could use tax umbrellas. You could do all type of shit. So everybody ain't paying in equally, and if you ain't got enough money to basically opt out the game or to bribe your favorite politician, you know, then it's like you under the mercy. And this the thing, like, did this right for everybody that don't pay into the system, somebody else got to make up for it. You know what I'm saying? That's partly why they run shit like a plantation and try and keep us on that mental plantation, because they could never get rid of us. They need an underclass of people working, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna always work, but they just need you to know your place though. They just don't need you to try to get above you know what I'm saying, your lot. You know, they don't need you to get too big for your fucking britches and shit like that. But that's what's going on, man. These folks love doing this white collar crime shit, right? And got no problem with it, because, you know, if a motherfucker look like that, like this man, motherfucking big toe looking motherfucker right here, you know what I'm saying, then they ain't got a problem with it, right? And that brings me to the next thing, the colorization divide of America and shit, you know what I'm saying? That brings me to the next thing, the Black Little Mermaid, man. People tripping about that shit, right? And so this is what's so crazy, right? I'm gonna show y'all this video right here because it's funny as hell. This is basically how we feel in a nutshell about the whole Black Little Mermaid situation, right?
What are you yelling for? See that trailer, bro? Bro, the Little Mermaid is gonna be black. Calm down, bro. Like, listen, dude. I'm not racist, dude. And you know that because you're my black friend. But bro, the Little Mermaid was white, man. Like, I'm so tired of this woke crap, man. I'm so tired of these movies trying to be woke and just shoving race down our throat. Like, now I can't even go see the movie. Like, now I can't go see it. Bro, you was not even gonna go watch the Little Mermaid. I was thinking about it, but like now I can't, bro. I can't, Like this woke stuff, man. Like, come on, bro, like, come on, man. Like, now just imagine if we did something like that. No, like, for real, like, just take the time to imagine if we did something like that. It'd be a problem. It'd be wrong, right? It'd be wrong.
So for those of y'all that can't see it, that might be listening, they showing this movie called Gods of Egypt that just came out with some, I'm talking about white folks. All you gotta do if you want to be from Egypt in Hollywood, you just gotta be white as hell and put some eyeliner on. And then you from Egypt. Like, get the fuck out of here. Egypt right next to Somalia, man. Y'all better stop playing.
If we did it, right? Imagine if we did it. Like, no, like, actually take a second and imagine. Imagine, dude. Imagine.
And if y'all can't see this, they showing a picture. They showed a picture of Dragon Ball Z, the movie, which was obviously Dragon Ball Z, the cartoon. You can see it's Asian, right? But it was white people they put in there. Then they showed another movie. What was that other movie they showed? I want to say it was Death Note. I don't know if those of y'all that keep up with like anime and stuff like that, when they did the live adaptation of Death Note, you know, they had like the white people in it and stuff like that, but nobody complained about it. And right now what they showing is the white caricature of Jesus, where he got the blonde hair and the blue eyes. You remember that picture that everybody grandparents used to have up in their house and shit? Like, man, right? She said right above the entrance of the door. Why Jesus has blessed this house. Look at that. Nah, but it's tripped out though. Like, everything could be whitewashed, but you can't have nobody. It's not that they even trying to make it for black people. It's the fact that it's the skin color of the person doing it is black. That's even more crazier. You know what I'm saying? Like, I give y'all an example, right? So before I go back to the video, so if y'all know what cosplay is like where people dress up like different characters from movies, The Walking Dead, shit like this. So it's a lot of controversy around, you know, a lot of black people get into like anime and different TV shows and stuff like that. But it's always some backlash when you dress up like your favorite cosplay character. And if that character is white, like, cause they'll be like, oh, that character ain't white, like, or that character ain't black. Like, dude, I'm black all the time. Like, I'm being black ain't part of I'm dressing as the character, but my black skin is all, like, you know, it's insane, bro. Like, if y'all just think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. If your kids wanted to show up to Halloween as like Freddy Krueger or something, or they was like, Freddy Krueger is in black, like, dude, I'm the character. Like, I'm the character. I'm not the black. I didn't show up as the black Freddy Krueger, bro. Like, dude, I'm not like, it's like that shit crazy, man. Like, they acting like she's the black mermaid. You know what I'm saying? Like, the black look, like she's black and she's playing the Little Mermaid. But, you know, back to this funny ass video. Let's go.
like the world would go crazy. Like, it's just not right, man. It's just not right. You can't just change the character like that, the whole character. Like, it's just wrong, dude. It's wrong, dude. Listen, bro, I can understand if you was complaining about the movie being woke, like if they was talking about the struggles of being black, or they was just shoving race in your face. But bro, the movie didn't even come out yet. You don't even know if that's what they're gonna do. Nah, man. And I can also understand if being white was integral or important to the culture of the character of the mermaid. But it's not. In the original, it was just about being a mermaid, bro. So, okay, they changed it, but it's really not that big of a deal. But, bro, black people can't be mermaids? Black people can't be mermaids. Why can't black people be mermaids? Because black people can't swim, nigga! Wow. Y'all can't swim. There, I said it. Wow. Y'all can't swim. Okay. Now she coming to the sea, and now she bringing crime to the area. Now she about to bring all the sharks. Now all the sharks about to come into that nice sea, bro. That's the problem. Now the sharks is in the area. Now they polluting the city. Okay, I get it now. Now the nice fish gotta move out to the nice part. I'll get it now. Now I see the real feelings. They gotta go to the Pacific Ocean now.
Hey, and that's most of the problem with racism, right? I'm gonna tell you the big problem with it is like the issue is, and they was a little bit more open about it back in the days. Like the problem was they was worried about like people would run on this issue, and people died for this issue. Their problem was black people wanting equal rights. They never wanted that. They never wanted that for us. And so what you seeing where it's I talked about something that I call like the Christopher Columbus theory and shit, like what you know as the truth based on what they want you to know or what they allow you to know or what they need you to perpetuate in order to get ahead, right? So that's kind of like with this thing right here. You know what I'm saying? You could be a thug, you could be a twerker, you could be, if she wanted to go out and twerk and act stupid, like everything excited her once she left the block and she never seen nothing or never been nowhere, that'll be funny and she's keeping it real. But she cannot be a fucking imaginary mermaid. You cannot be an imaginary mermaid. Hell no. A black girl being an imaginary mermaid? Hell no. That shit got 1 million dislikes on YouTube. 1 million dislikes. I got a sister with red hair, you know what I'm saying? My sister Marla, she got her hair like red, you know what I'm saying? And my hair get kind of red too and shit, you know what I mean? So it's some black people red hair. My whole name Irish, Sean McDaniel. Like that's my whole fucking name is Irish and shit, right? So I'm pretty sure somewhere in my family and my grandmama looked like she could probably pass and shit, right? She ain't like all the way white, but she looked like she could be mixed with something. Like my dad's mom and shit like that, right? So, man, it ain't no telling, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, she not been the black Little Mermaid. To any white people out here watching this, relax. If you watching this shit and you're white, relax. Y'all still got 45 out of 46 presidents. 349 out of 350 senators. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got it, bro. A black fucking mermaid is not gonna change nothing.
Fuck no.
That's just, at least let the kids. You know what? Don't y'all love the kids and they're fucking pedophiles. Don't y'all love the kids? Let these kids have them a black mermaid. Do it for the kids since y'all love the kids so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause otherwise, man, it ain't no real issue. It's just your racism is just it's retarded. It's itching your scalp like, oh, black mermaid. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's a fucking mermaid. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Knock that shit out, man.
So that's how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get to this last thing, man, which is this purge law supposedly they was supposed to be having. Because somebody, as a matter of fact, Kia just asked me about it. She was asking me about that today. Yesterday. Was that yesterday you was asking me? Check. 1, 2. Hold on. Alright, so no. She was asking me about it. And Mickey wanted to know about it too. He like, what the fuck is up with the purge, bruh? But nah, man, that shit fake as fuck. Ain't gonna be no purge law. Like, listen, that shit is fear mongering. They always trying to do something to fear. Anytime it's something where they talking about it's gonna be a crazy law, they finna make everybody Muslim. They finna purge everybody. What they say, the IRS, when they found out Trump ass was hiding his fucking taxes and hiding secret documents. And, they try to protect them at all costs. They said, now the IRS finna start coming after everybody shooting at people. Anytime you hear some shit that's just fucking ridiculous, if you hear something ridiculous and that shit good ridiculous, then, I don't know, look twice into that shit. But if you hear some shit that's ridiculous and it sound like it's just to try to get you to fear some shit, Man, you already know who the fuck that shit coming from, man. The devil is a motherfucking lie. You know what I'm saying? They gonna sit up and lie and look you in your face and lie to you, and later on they gonna say some shit like we misspoke or we misdirected the truth. Like they got ways to, like, it's just stupid. But anyway, ain't gonna be no fucking purge law, dude. Like, that shit is dumb. To even think it'll be some shit like that is dumb. Let me tell you how a purge law go. Or a purge period. You say, okay, it's gonna be one day where can't nobody go to jail. Anybody could do what they want to do. Everybody not gonna grab a little weapon and shit or nothing like that. First of all, everything is getting set on fire. The whole city, every city everywhere is burning. That's the easiest thing to do, is set shit on fire. So everything is burning and shit, right? And then once people start killing each other at the 24-hour mark, nobody's gonna stop. It's not like, oh man, oh, the purge is whew, man, that was cool, man. Oh shit, who's on that? Oh, my kids, my wife. Oh man, back to Sports Center. Like, nah, ain't gonna be no fucking purge, man. That shit'll be a disaster. It ain't happening. What up, Two Guns? Checking in. He say, my son will be Shikamaru from Naruto this year. The reason is because his hair is locked just like the character. Yep, on my life. And low-key, a lot of them shits, man, like, it's some anime characters that low-key are black. You know what I'm saying? But they don't explicitly state that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing, too. But I say, man, go with what the fuck you know, because it's what the fuck you know and it's what you want to do. Your black skin ain't part of no costume. Like, that's how they... That just go to show you how they think, bro. The black little mermaid and shit. Period, 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 that shit straight, though. You know what I'm saying? But be a black fucking mermaid. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn that fucking black mermaid shit off. What you want me to turn it on? Turn it on what's the period, 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 like, come on, man. Like, the shit gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? The shit gotta stop, bro. Come on, man. It got to, but let me show y'all some stuff about this purge thing, right? Let me see. I seen Willie D saying something about it, and it's all right. Let me see. I'm gonna go to Roland Martin. Nah, that's too long. That's too long with Roland Martin. He got good info. I'm gonna go to Willie D and shit, cause he explained it good, and it ain't nothing but putting it in the cash bill. That's all it is. Shout out to Willie D. I'm gonna tag. Make sure I tag No More Talk in my tags and shit. Y'all gotta check Willie D channel out, man. He always got some good shit on there. He always got some valid shit. And yeah, so we gonna check it out. Let me tap y'all in real fast. Hold on.
Required to present clear these to panic. Whole bunch of lies across social media and in political speeches and ads are a whole bunch of lies, deceit, and words taken out of context to get you to panic so that you can vote for the...
Let me say something real fast before this nigga even finish, right? Y'all niggas like being lied to. Why do people like being lied to? Answer me, kid. Do you know why? Because, man, it's like if somebody tell y'all a lie and that lie is exciting enough, y'all will go spread that shit without looking for no evidence. Y'all won't bother looking. Y'all won't even bother. Like, everybody got a phone, man. Y'all could Google, period. But nah, y'all can't Google none of this shit to look at none of the nuances or nothing. Like, if somebody tell you motherfuckers a lie that is sexy enough, that's what I call them, like sexy lies, yeah, because if it's something that motherfuckers feel like, yeah, it attract people to this lie, like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will spread that shit without even double checking or nothing. That's disgusting. Everybody out there that just, you hear something and you just, if it sound good or it sound exciting enough, controversial enough, you just say they said. Like, I explained that to my daughter. I said, this how lying work nowadays. Like, tell me something I want to hear. And I was like, no, I'm gonna tell you something you want to hear. Like, Jordans could, people used to fly and shit. And then, so it's like, nah, that's why they call them Air Jordan, because black people used to be able to fly. It got the cultural element. It got the back in the days element. So I go, they said that black people used to be able to fly. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you just get to making up some shit. You know what I'm saying? But if it sound like some bullshit, fuck shit, especially if they think it came from some white people, it's like, oh, that's really true. Oh, that got really true. Like, got it. And then
That's too true.
and some folks will come at you like, you got the audacity to question it. Like, you got the audacity to look up info and try to make an informed decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, who you think you is, bro? Like, nigga.
Knowledge.
Oh, knowledgeable ass nigga. Oh, double checking ass nigga. Yeah. Right. Oh, cross referencing ass, the shit, fucking decisive thinking ass nigga. Yeah. Who the fuck dog think you?
Looking at
Right. Insightful ass nigga. Shit. We on a plantation, nigga. Right, like, what you be reading the news to get the news? Shit. I get all my news from Young Pharaoh. Shit. And Charleston White. Shit, nigga. You really read the news to get the news? Shit. Like, bro. Hell yeah, nigga, I look at, because this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach you how to look at a non-corporate news source. Man, Nikki, you finally made it. Right, you finally did. I got a LOL you in the chat because you don't never be checking me out. Shout out to Nikki, man. One of my real good friends, man. That I went to what you call it with. We went to the Chicago thing, the big festival thing at the zoo or whatever. Yeah. No, fucking big 90s party. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so you just gotta make sure that, you know, man, you ain't letting nobody put you in that box and shit, right? Don't be afraid to think for yourself. Don't be afraid to look up no info. Don't think that you're not capable of looking up info and making what's the word I'm looking for, man? Like an informed decision, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a well thought out decision about some shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 90s party, hell yeah. Don't think about that shit like that, cause then you gonna end up just anything somebody tell you, you just gonna be one of them, they said this, and you ain't even gonna bother. Dude, my mama, shout out to my mama, man. I love that little African lady, man. But she need to take her own advice and watch who she hang with. Because she used to always tell me when we was kids, you know, it was the saying that they had that they said at our church. Like, my parents, I was raised Jehovah's Witness. My parents was Jehovah's Witness. And one thing they taught us, one of the things they said was bad associations ruin useful habits and shit. You know, we are creatures of habit as humans. Like, everything you do it because it's a habit. It's a habit. You develop habits whether you like it or not. It's just our nature. It's human nature, right? So when you have bad associations, like you fuck with fucked up people, you start to ruin all your useful habits. You'll stop brushing your fucking teeth. You know what I'm saying? Cook. And be out here with them fucking teeth looking like, you be out here with some gas station dentures on talking about, what did I miss? What did I miss? You know what I'm saying? Cut looking ass. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, you don't want to be like that, dude. You want to make sure you surround yourself with the right people and everything. But it's just the fact that people will try to make you think that you know, you not capable of doing stuff if they not capable of doing it. So if you surround yourself with knowledgeable people, ain't nobody to look down on you. Somebody that look down on themselves gonna look down on you. You know what I'm saying? What was that movie where he said, I ain't shit and you ain't shit, and when I decide you ain't shit, I think that was Juice. It was something like, I can't remember the quote. It was like, I ain't shit or you ain't shit. Or it's like, I ain't shit, and when I decide you ain't shit, then it's over for you or something like that. Or something like, yeah, like basically that shit hit. Because I was like, man, I know it's some people that probably think like that. Like, man, you look like me. You from where I'm from. You don't deserve nothing I don't got. You know what I'm saying? That's the plantation, people. Let's go. I want to get into this video because I got like 8 minutes left.
These suckers, these chumps, these corrupt individuals who do nothing for the people, but everything for themselves. What are they up to right now? Well, what's sparking these conversations is the impending elimination of cash bail as part of new legislation set to take effect in the coming months. While other states, including New Jersey and New York, have passed legislation largely curtailing the use of cash bail for pretrial detentions, the state of...
So check it out, right? All they talking about doing is eliminating cash bail. So for example, like I got somebody that I know that's in jail right now, and they went to jail in May, and their court date is probably like sometime soon. It's gonna be coming up. I think it's like probably like next week or like the week after next, right? But they've been sitting in there since May because of an $800 cash bail. You know what I'm saying? Where they at in the state they at, you gotta pay, I think it's like 20% or 25% or something like that, or like it might even be like 2%. Or no, it ain't 25, my bad, I'm tripping. It's like 5%, and it might even go as low as 2%. But for the most part, you know, sitting in there with that cash bill, you might, depending on what your situation is, like, yeah, that's pretty much just backing up the system, because you just sitting in there. You ain't got your court date ain't coming up. You know what I'm saying? It's not coming up for another 4 months, 5 months, because maybe your charge might not be that serious, or they gave you a bail because they felt like you wasn't a harm to the community, a danger to the community. But by you not being able to get out just off a technicality of being broke as shit, now guess what? You got to sit your ass in jail for 5-6 months. What if they put your court date off for a year because your charge is not that serious, but you just can't bail out of jail though? And it's a low amount. You just ain't getting out that motherfucker. It's crazy. So they're trying to stop that right there. And that's what they talking about in Illinois. So, you know, we live in a Fox News era and shit where I can understand Kraggas getting their news from Fox, but you got a lot of folks, man, that know better that still go on there and get fear-mongered. And then it's funny because in other countries, they ban Fox News because they like it ain't real news. And then here, they don't even list themselves as news. They list themselves as entertainment. But people take that shit as actual news. So when they say some ridiculous shit and they not held accountable to it, people are actually taking that ridiculous, unaccountable shit and they're taking it to heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some real information. Don't do that shit. I'm telling you motherfuckers, don't do that shit.
Hell the fuck no. Come on, man. Knock this shit out, man. For real.
It's for you to be, and it say somewhere else in the Bible too, like, man, people suffer for a lack of knowledge and shit. Your ass gonna suffer, man, if you just let some motherfucking devils just lead you this way, that way. You know what I'm saying? Tell you some shit. Oh, this matter over here. Come on, this is what matters. No, that doesn't matter. Don't look over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop letting these folks treat your ass like that. Stop letting them give you broke ass news and shit. And listen, all bad news ain't the only news. You know what I'm saying? So don't just automatically gravitate towards a motherfucker telling you some bad news and think that gotta be what's going on. All you gotta do is just be decisive. Look for yourself, man. Take a deep breath. You know what I'm saying? And affirm yourself, and then look at some shit for yourself. It's your fucking life. Goddamn. Bald head. Little bald head ass.
Illinois would go one step further and eliminate cash bail entirely. I'll get to why I'm clapping in a moment. But first, the law has been front and center in election campaigns. Some on social media have dubbed it the so-called Purge law, likening it to the horror film The Purge, in which criminal activity of all kinds is allowed for 12 hours. Others have claimed it would lead to non-detainable offenses, which is a bold-faced lie. The truth is, under the law, the state will allow judges to determine whether individuals accused of a wide range of crimes pose a risk to another individual or to the community at large, and then decide whether to hold them in pretrial detention or to release them on their own recognizance.
For those of y'all that don't understand what he was saying, basically, it's like pre-trial is what you, before you go to trial, when you initially get taken into custody, you see a judge. That's what's called pre-trial. I know all this because Kia is a hardcore felon. No, so pre-trial, you know, that's what you do. You go see the judge, whatever, however, stuff like that. When they decide and they set your court date and all that. Now, a pre-trial judge, depending on your offense, he decides whether you get out or not. It ain't no everybody just getting let out. When somebody, I can't remember who told me that shit, but they just was, the way they told it to me, without saying they heard, or they was just like, man, on January 1st, they letting everybody out of jail or some shit. Like, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, man, it's the Purge or something. I'm like, oh my God, man. I should, like, listen, this how I know I'm not gonna never fail, because I'll become a professional liar. That's what it's so easy to lie to people, man. It's so damn easy. People be wanting to be lied to. They don't want to be told nothing that can be researched. They don't want to be told nothing that even sound like it's normal. People want to be told some irregular shit. You know what my mama lying ass friend told her that I told her she need to not hang with? The bad association spoiling my mama useful habits. Her friend is one of them people that stay on the internet just going down the YouTube rabbit hole looking at conspiracy theories. She told my mama that, first of all, she told my mama back in 2019, this is 2022, my mama got the COVID shot. She said, everybody that got the COVID shot gonna die in 2 years and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like my mom answer. You know what she said? She was like, okay, God, I got you. Like, my mama was like, everybody gonna die anyway at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like, but some people who ain't got the shot gonna die in 2 years and shit. But my mama wasn't trying to hear that bullshit. But then she told my mama that the reason the people was out here getting running, like, you know, people doing all these crimes with cars is because these new cars that's out right now, they are demons. Like, you know how the grill look on new cars, like how it curved down, and then like they try to make it like kind of have that kind of space age look. She said the new cars are really demons and they're possessed. And you get in the car and the car is possessed and it makes you do stuff. Oh, and everybody in the White House right now is clones and shit. Joe Biden, that ain't the real Joe Biden. That's a clone. Kamala Harris is a clone. Everybody you see on the news are, they are, I forgot what she said they is. But like, these is people like this that they don't get no info from nowhere. And they look at you like you stupid for getting your info from anywhere. From getting info from any source. But then these same people, it's so funny. I dare you, if you know somebody like this, ask them. Just ask them, like, can I ask you something? They be like, yo, because they be all fired up off the lines and shit after they done told you some shit. Like, man, and they gonna come purge everybody. Then you gotta ask them real calm, like, hey, could I ask you something? Yo, they gonna be breathing hard, wiping the sweat off their nose and shit. And you be like, hey, so where you get this info from? And watch how you finna get the most creative answer ever. when you be like, can you show me where you got this info from? Because the thing about it is, man, these people really ashamed that they don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So when they come with something, they come with you with the fire and the emotion that they believed it with when it was told to them, hoping that you buy into it too. You know what I'm saying? I had a white friend like that. Me and him kind of fell out because he got radicalized on some QAnon shit. And he hit me up and he was like, dude, he's talking about Hollywood elites eating babies. It's like, they're fucking raping babies or something like that. I'm like, bro, how do I know that? Like, I'm like, listen, I don't got the info to fight that battle, bro. Like, you got the money, you got the resources, you found the info, somehow you know about it, so it can't be that big of a secret. Like, man, go on and do what you gotta do and take that shit up the ladder about the Hollywood baby rapist or whatever you trying to do, bro. But it was like, he was more pissed at me for not just buying into it. It's like, they're fucking eating babies. And I was supposed, for real, bro? Like, I was supposed to just full on buy into it and shit. You know what I'm saying? We was working on music together. He told me he was coming to take his equipment back. I was like, man, that shit'll be at the door. And I said, hey, and could you do me a favor? I said, make sure you got everything that you ever left over in this motherfucker so you ain't got to come back over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, the fuck you think this is? I should break your fucking neck, but I'm not going to do that, though. I'm just going to let you try to play me like I needed a fucking handout and like you could take some shit away from me and penalize me for not believing what you wanted me to believe. You thought for yourself, bro? You thought for yourself? Give me that mic back, bro, and give me those speakers back, bro. Like, all right, shit. And I should punch you in your shit too. You know what I'm saying? When I see you, but I ain't gonna do all that because life you know what's gonna happen? A real nigga gonna do some real shit, and a fake motherfucker, they gonna be fake their whole entire life. Okay? They gonna constantly be looking for an identity. They gonna be constantly be looking for something to believe. You know what I'm saying? But a real motherfucker gonna do some real shit. I'ma keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? With the man in the mirror. Oh yeah. But for real though, nah. So we went 3 minutes over past 2. Oh my gosh, she gonna say 4 now.
It had just turned.
Nitpicking ass people, man.
Oh my gosh, it had just turned.
Oh my god. Nah, but she over here talking this shit. See dreads.
You
I
like them?
Yeah, I like that color. That's that mascot color, like out of here African with the cow blood and milk. Cow milk and blood. I mean, yeah, cow milk and cow milk and stuff. But yeah, so we done went over a little bit. Don't be out here believing bullshit. That's how we gonna end up that. No, just so if you want me to sum it up, no, it ain't no purge law. Nobody is getting purged. And that's just that, you know. Appreciate y'all for checking in. Go ahead, hit me with a like. Hit me with a subscribe if you ain't, you know what I'm saying. Tomorrow we gonna talk about gentrification. I don't know. I know everybody I got some people that watch me that's not in Milwaukee, but in Milwaukee, my guy just brought to my attention. It's a house on the edge of the hood. I mean, within a mile radius of my crib, a 2-mile radius, and they want $500,000 for that crib. Now, on one hand, that's fucked up that they pricing people out the crib. You know what I'm saying? Pricing people out the hood is called gentrification. However, as a homeowner, that means my property values is finna go whoop-dee. I swear to God, I told somebody that shit too. I was like, I see what they doing down here on the Beer Line Trail. Yeah, they trying to buy up everything around here. Any house that look like it ain't, any house that look like it can't get fixed up, they knocking them motherfuckers down and build new houses and shit. It's like blocks, like I want to say like the block before yours. It's all new houses on that block. In your house, they putting new houses up.
It's like fixing the house. So.
Yep, and anything that look like it could come down over there is coming down. So yeah, they buying up the hood, they gentrifying. I'm gonna get a little bit more into that tomorrow. So, but they still ownership. You still owning them though, because I know a girl that got one.
Right.
So eventually, over time, that's gonna appreciate. You know what I'm saying? All they gonna do is take a large chunk of them people equity as their houses appreciate. And it's a good thing and a bad thing. It allow you a low overhead on ownership because you using a lot of your equity up front. But as your house start to appreciate and that equity that you could use to start a business, get more property and all that, they coming for that shit. But
that's what we was promised when we helped you get build and get this house.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's some crappy deals out here. You know, I've been a homeowner for 15 years and shit, and I went through some things with my mortgage, and I will say my initial deal wasn't the best deal, you know what I'm saying? But I had to do like Drake. I'm still alive. Nah. They wanted me to die, wanted me to cry, wanted me to lie.
Who you still talking to?
I'm still talking to the people. Nah, I'm out of here, y'all. Kia getting on my damn nerves and shit. I'm finna. And I'm hungry and shit. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I see y'all tomorrow. Later.